So, you have a movie for me?
I am a collector. Flag.
Gentlemen, this is...
I don't blame you one bit.
What is up, everyone? It's Adam from FWCI. God damn, Squid Game is popular. I decided to do a reaction to it. I've uploaded the first two parts, so that's episodes 1 through to 6. 7 and 9's coming up very, very soon. It's almost finished being edited now. We've got a pitch meeting for it. I'm so glad this is out. I've been working my ass off on content around this show, and I'm really enjoying it. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Have you been enjoying Squid Game? Obviously, spoilers, this entire video. If you haven't seen it, get the hell off this video. Go watch the friggin' show because it's absolutely amazing. But before we have a look at the Ryan George pitch meeting, what's Aussie pitch meeting guy got to say about Squid Game? So, have you got a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called Squid Game. It's a deadly round of children's games being played by desperate adults on the verge of financial ruin, waging their lives for the chance to walk away with a ton of cash. That actually sounds really good. Let's just make sure we include plenty of surprises, betrayal, violence, an adorable old man with a mysterious past, somebody doing this, and of course, heartbreak. Okay, we can do that. I mean real heartbreak. I want this show to kick down the front door into our viewers' souls, walk on in with some dirty cowboy boots on, Rick James style, walk up to the dining room table and take a big fat diarrhea shit right in their pie floaters. Really? That's what we're after, okay? Let me tell you about Ali. I don't know. I enjoy doing these things. Shout out to my mate Jamie for reminding me that pie floaters were a thing as well. But let's have a look at the Squid Game pitch meeting. Yeah, I don't know what the hell to expect. Let's jump in.
So, you have a new series for me?
Yes, sir, I do. Well, actually, this comes from our team in South Korea.
Oh, interesting. Now, are you Korean?
I'm not, no.
Okay, and you're sure?
Yes.
Because, you know, you look like someone I might cast to play an Asian character in a movie.
Yeah. And, you know, please stop doing that kind of thing.
Well, no promises. So tell me about this.
Okay, when I was doing my little sketch that I recorded, I have a draft of that where I actually tried to speak Korean as the pitch meeting guy. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Show. Well, sir, it's called Squid Game. Okay, so this is like in the Shark Tale cinematic universe?
Ah,
Well, actually, no, sir, because that's not a thing that exists.
interesting.
Yeah, so this is a show where a bunch of desperate people play in children's games for the chance to win a bunch of money.
How much money are we talking?
45.6 billion.
Whoa.
South Korean won, which is also a lot in US dollars.
Okay, great, awesome.
So we're gonna
When my reaction to episode 9 comes up, I miscalculate how much he won, and I thought Jiyeon won $52,000. So if you want to watch me giving this guy shit for only having 52 grand, let me know.
follow this guy named Gi-hun, right?
Okay.
And he owes a bunch of money to loan sharks.
Yeah, from Shark Tale?
Nope, and so after a guy in a suit slaps him around in a subway station a little bit, he gets invited to participate in this event that can help him clear his debt.
Oh, getting slapped around by a guy in a suit is tight.
Okay, and so he gets picked up in this van and some gas knocks him unconscious and he wakes up in this weird place with a bunch of other people.
Oh boy, and so what's the deal with this place?
Well, everybody's in a numbered tracksuit and there are very angry PlayStation buttons watching everybody.
What?
So then these four
The PlayStation Army is what I refer to them as the entire series.
456 players go into this other area to play a big game of red light, green light.
And what's that?
Ah, well, see, you can only move forward when this massive, horrifying doll isn't looking at you.
Oh my god.
And if the doll sees you move, you get shot and killed.
Wait, what is this show?
So people start freaking out and running around, and 255 people get brutally murdered.
What is happening? What is going on?
Ah, well, see, the catch is this is a super secret organization with insane surveillance, and if you lose in a game, you die.
Oh, very messed up.
Yeah, it also turns out this cop who's following a lead on his missing brother, he's infiltrating this whole operation.
Junho.
It's gonna be hard to do with all the crazy surveillance.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, he just sneaks onto this boat that's bringing players to this place, and he kills one of the PlayStation buttons and puts his uniform and mask on.
He just kills someone at the beginning of the investigation?
Yes, he doesn't
Yeah.
even know what's going on yet.
Yeah, so he just does a casual little
Junho is bloodthirsty, man. He does not hesitate to kill that guy. It's like, dude, all you did was sneak on a ferry and you just threw... Although he did see a bunch of people getting gassed and made unconscious, so... Fair call.
Murder, because he needs the right clothes to keep investigating.
Okay.
And then he just kind of goes with the flow and pretends that he works there from there on out, and it keeps working.
So he's like good at improv.
Passable at best. He keeps being like, hey, what are you guys talking about? And the other guards are like, you know what we're talking about. You were there for the thing we're talking about.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, but somehow he keeps getting away with it. So he's sneaking around the whole time, collecting evidence.
With what?
With his smartphone. And unlike everybody in the games, this thing just won't die.
Oh, neat.
Anyway, so then the second game they need to play is this one where they need to cut specific shapes out of honeycomb candy without breaking the candy.
Oh, yikes.
So then Gi-hun figures out that if you lick the candy, that helps a lot. So he survives with like a second left, which is kind of his thing.
Yes, it is kind of his thing. Ji-hun, mate, urgency is the key. Why are you taking like so long to do all of these challenges? Oh god, that was just stressing me the hell out.
The candy, that helps a lot. So he survives with like a second left, which is kind of his thing.
Oh, solving problems by licking things is tight.
I never want to hang out with you. So then the players realize that if they kill each other during the off time, that improves their odds of winning.
How do they realize that?
Egg.
What?
So then at bedtime when the lights go out, it gets super violent.
Players are gonna die?
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of players are gonna die, and possibly a couple of epileptic viewers at home as well.
Very cool. Wait, what was that last part?
And then the next game is a tug of war where if you lose, you fall to your death.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so pretty much all the main characters are on one team, and then a bunch of random people are on the other.
Oh man, I wonder what team is gonna win.
Oh, well, get this. The team with all the main characters wins.
Oh.
Yeah, the team with all the random unimportant characters we don't know, that team doesn't win.
Oh man, I did not see that coming.
Very unpredictable.
Although they set it up good because the other team wasn't just randoms, it was a bunch of like dudes that should have really won that. So I get the storytelling, but yeah, he's also 100% right.
Well, for sure. So then after that, they're gonna play the marble game.
What's that one?
Well, everybody has to pick a partner, right? And then they find out that with their partner, they have to play whatever marble game they want, and the
Can I just skip the bit about the marble game? I'm sorry, give it to me.
right? And then they find out that with their partner, they have to play whatever marble game they want, and the loser dies.
Oh no.
So there's this Ali guy who's just the sweetest man, you know, not the brightest, but super loyal.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds like...
Ali is not the brightest. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
a great guy.
Yeah, so he gets betrayed and shot in the head and dies.
Oh, ouch, that hurts right here.
And this girl from North Korea bonds with someone seemingly for the first time in her life. It's very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, no, one of them's gonna die.
Yeah.
So then her new friend gets shot in the head and dies.
Oh, I don't like how this episode makes me feel.
And also Gi-hun is teamed up with this sweet old man, and he ends up having to take advantage of this man's dementia in order to survive.
Oh boy, okay. That's a lot.
And so then after that game, the VIPs are gonna show up.
The VIPs?
Well, they're these super rich.
You know, I think everyone's reaction when the VIPs rocked up are like, fuck, how is this gonna get any crazier?
Elite types in animal masks, and they're here to watch the games and bet on them.
Well, why are they just showing up now?
Well, you know how when people go see like sporting events, they always show up just moments before they end?
That's not accurate.
And so
I think they just showed up now because the group of people that are still alive is like small enough to the point where they can look into it. Because one of them mentions like, oh, it's in his file that he was worked in a glass place or whatever. And someone's like, oh, I didn't see that in his file. And I was like, did you read 456 files? Like, what the hell? But no, he would have only just read for the last people that were doing the hopscotch game.
I was thinking in terms of the VIPs, it might be cool if, you know, writing and character and acting wise, they all just, you know, came close to ruining the whole show.
What?
Just bring everything down several notches. I thought that might be fun.
I guess.
So then for...
Oh no! Oh wow! Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, I wasn't jumping up and down about the VIPs, but yeah, it was really out of place, wasn't it? It was such a jarring kind of, and I guess maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the whole point. You've got these, you know, people in there fighting for their lives, and it's all, you know, super serious. And then you've got these people watching it, and they're very theatrical and very unrealistic as well, just to maybe add create more difference between the two groups. I don't know. Listen to me try to break down cinema shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's do it.
The next game, they need to cross this super long bridge with pairs of glass panels, each made of tempered glass or regular glass. Oh, and they need to try to step on the tempered glass with every step? Exactly. There's no other way they could get across. What are the panels held up with? Some long beams on which they can definitely cross. Okay. And so then eventually by the final game, there's just the main guy and his childhood friend left, and they need to play the Squid Game.
That's the name of the show.
It is. So what are the rules of this?
How does that always catch me off guard? That's the name of the movie, or that's the name of the show.
This game barely matters, because they're pretty much just gonna fight to the death.
Yeah.
And his friend ends up killing himself, so Gi-hun wins.
Oh, he does?
And that cop finds out that this secret masked guy who was like running the whole game, it's actually his missing brother.
Wait, how long was his brother missing?
Oh, well, see, he missed his last rent payment, so that's what sent the cop on this search.
This guy's running a massive secret organization and he doesn't have a system in place to pay his rent?
That's what we're going with. So then the cop gets shot in the shoulder and falls.
Falls where?
All the way into season 2 if necessary.
Okay, so does Gi-hun use all the prize money to pay the families of the people that died?
No, he doesn't do anything for a full year. He just goes back to the life he was living, doesn't spend any of the money.
Well, what happens to the debt he had with the loan sharks?
Unclear.
Well, okay then.
So then somebody from the Squid Game
they would still be hunting him down. The missus actually pointed that out. It's a good point.
Debt he had with the loan sharks.
Unclear.
Well, okay then.
So then somebody from the Squid Game organization wants to get in touch with him, because it's weird that he's not spending the money at all.
How did they get in touch with him?
By having somebody sell him a rose that has a secret little card in it.
The main thing they know about him is that he's not spending any money at the moment, so they get in touch with him via a transaction.
That's right.
That works for me.
So then there's going to be this big twist where we find out the guy who started the games is that old guy.
Oh, I thought he was killed during the marble game.
Ah, but see, we didn't actually see him die, so he must have had the guard like fire the gun next to his head or something, and Gi-hun wasn't watching.
Well, what if Gi-hun hadn't turned his back? How did he intend to fake his death?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So then we find out the whole reason this guy started the games in the first place.
Oh, and why is that?
He was bored.
Oh. Okay.
And so then the old man dies of a brain tumor, and Gi-hun decides to use the money for good.
Nice.
And hair dye.
What?
And then at the end, it seems like maybe he's gonna try to take down the games instead of taking care of his daughter.
Oh, okay.
And so that's about it. What do you think?
Well, it sounds like a good series, you know, and you think we can properly translate and dub this thing from Korean?
Oh, no.
Yeah, maybe.
Very interesting. I'd be interested to see what didn't come through in the translation. But I mean, if you watch the reactions, I watch it with the subtitles on anyway, because I just find it much easier to follow things with subtitles on. But man, Ryan George, you made some very, very valid points about this show. With Ji-hun not being tracked down for his debt, to him not watching the old man, get shot. That's a really good point. If he just stood there and watched him, then the old man would be done. The old man was he an underwhelming, heel turn at the end there when he became like the creepy, overseer? Because I don't know, it seemed very unlike him from what you've seen in the game as well. So there's a lot of questions about this show. I mean, no show's ever by any means perfect or anything like that, but I still enjoyed it quite a bit. Go check out my reactions to everything. I did a little bit of a jingle. I can't sing, and it's probably not that good, but I'll chuck it at the end of this video as well, because it's Squid Game related, and I think you guys will like it, and it's going to be on the outro to my finale as well. So thank you for joining me, everyone, and as always, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace. Front man had done it. Ji-hun had won it, with his gamble rambling all the while. Sangwoo's grisly death made us all smile, while Deok-soo's unconscious on the bridge room tile. We're talking Squid Game, from Seoul to Sangmandong. We're talking Squid Game, triangle and a circle, Savior's grotesquely sliced up jaw, Junho undercover for the law. We're talking Ali, 240 and more.